be drew baby a doing. You did ye pass it. Now what you know, you swing dear. Ye kaka ye home. Yedi kan asua bibia fa kwan a ye sha ase ne kasa fa emema sidi ho sika fa. Yedi nkomo efa how ema so ho sika fa. Enra you share ne ye ka the sexuality of money. Boa ware mu sidi a sika you awarefo ehu sika fa. The kwan befa so ombe sika ebeye adwuma. And then the eka ho asem no title near the credibility of money. Credibility of money. So yeba in the relationship mono saying that sika ema yehu ye credibility. Sidia no and then me person me busa question now in the next be about 7 minutes and now 10 minutes. In idea dreamba. How can money help us to develop a credible relationship? A coin bear so ena sika bit me aboa ama yenya relationship aware mu ana say yonkofa mu yenya mu dokredie ana yonkofa amapa credible relationship dia na say uni obi adamfo a na okunu oyire a kwan be so na sa relationship no bitimi aye credible efa sika mu. Mihu Pastor Amos appear ha mihu Michael Mame of Mame that's Pastor Chiano mihu Mama Esther ha Philip Unya Philip also T Christiana ha Christopher ha Adam Ponsa Osofo Kausa Amani ha Eunice Ababio Edo Asepase de Biauba. We have Mavis, Mama Auntie Stella, Nyako family, Mami Agnes a champion. The Dawson come up. Maso Busani said, a quite best me a bit me afar. Sika a bit me, I mean, a credible relationship.
I'm a person with brother.
What's about job? What's that?
Say, Nina Gina, you didn't kind a Nucredia, it bedi amaya hoyahu. A person kumya bia any actually. The Ebanisana, Emma Sikano, Misika bayo sika na sika ebeye misika. Nyinaa adwene bom de yɛ deɛ yɛpɛ sɛ yɛde yɛ. Sɛ me na mekora wo sɛ woa na wokora wo deɛ o. Obi mfa ne sika nyɛ sɛdeɛ ɛyɛ ɔno ara ne dea. De boa ama nneɛma ɛtotɔ mu abusua no mu. Nti no, ne mpɔmpɔnsoɔ no yɛ nokoradie a pɛ sɛ me nkonnwa biara nni akyire. Saa na mehu no.
The Passaciano say, the Passaciano eka the issue of trust, and then Pesamun Punya Christ and say, selfishness be a matri. The pastor say, I dream for Quine Beso and that Sikabit me a boy and me develop a credible relationship. And where what you want ya young family. Okay, okay. But your iPhone, with me a casa. iPhone 2. But you with me a casa. iPhone 2. But you with me a casa. It can be the iPhone 2 and say a muscle. Until a konya hobby to me a casa. You can talk the one who's using iPhone 2. So iPhone 2 near ready. Now be wide full be a bit me about. You better pastor say by point or the other say how can we help how can money help us to develop a credible relationship? Did he kind of and a pastor can say will say you develop it trust in your GDA am I home partners no did he kind of make a horse no honesty and integrity in financial dealings. Idea who here pay trust no which is the honesty and integrity. See Proverbs chapter 13 verse 11 or say dishonest money dwindles away, but whoever gathers money little by little make it grow. Edi kan pa no sika mu no se betimi aboa ma ye relationship ya ware bibia koso yi a ekwan ye fa so nya sika no ade ehun hia pa yi. Se unya sika o de ba ware no free this enye kwan pa so a anye unethical way ade nya sika na ade ba relationship no mu the same way sika no be losing the credibility. Yenim nipa no bi a ye tete stories bebre a kwan fa so nya musika a mo de ko relationship mu no na nye ankosiaga nti we ya ade ho hia pa yi pa se didi kan no liquidity and integrity kwan fa so a benyi sika I don't see the financial dealings one important thing the trust eba ewo your relationship no. The tosumienu the temporal nature of money. Which is I will say nipa mienu ewo relationship no ba ni okunu no ye ti sika si ye ni hu say eni kwase ye de ho tu sika so bebre ye de ho tu sika so a ye hye nyina ne adwen nyina wo so ne say anhwe ya ye obia be na nhwe ye pe sika e de aba hu say ye sua say ma sika ba man sika ba man mansem na nhwe ya na afre ne de ho tu sika no so nti Matthew chapter 6:19 to 21 o me ti ase pa say ye treasures e wo no ye sika e wo no eni kwase ye hye no asase so nemom ye hye no osoro asase so ana sika e wo asase so mu credibility no e limited sa sika no e wo asase so no sika no it can be lost akronfo betima ba ofia bewia and betimi asase inti say relationship no ni nyina ko gina sika so say ye pese ye hu say ya ware ekoyi ye sika sem bibi ekoyi na ye ya adwen free nyame so a ye sika no ebetimi afri yensa ebetimi akronfo betimi abewia ebetimi bibi betimi asi na sika na anema ho nyina asai ebasa credibility na ye hwehwe say am I relationship na ye be ya say relationship na enko sidi aye pe no nti ye nti ase say ye Christopher de sika ho hia pa wa ware mu de nanso eni kwan say oba ne okunu nyina na ye de adwen sika so yes na de bia no eno an ye di akiri o say ye man adwen ba Christo so eni ye sika sam ho ho hia ebi also when it comes to credibility of money we see wo nyame mu gidie pa esen sika awarefo ana say omo ewo nyame mu gidie no pa no emra ho kire bebam bukra no they are able to survive emra sika no ebi ni aware no so omo wo Kristo mu enidaso a no omo trust omo ho a emre mu odin no they are able to withstand the temptations eba. 1 Timothy 6:17 emiati ase say command those who are rich in this present world not to be arrogant nor to put their hope in wealth, which is so uncertain, but to put their hope in God, who richly provide us with everything for our enjoyment. Inti awarefo ni ọba ne okunu ntam no sika ho hia sɛ yɛpɛ sika no mu animonyam yɛgye adwene mu deɛ yɛdwene sɛ sika bɛtumi ama yɛawareɛ no agyina no ɔwɔ sɛ yɛte aseɛ sɛ sika ho hia no nkyerɛ sɛ sika no wɔ mu awareɛ no bɛtumi agyina na deɛ obɛtumi ama awareɛ no agyina ama awareɛ no akɔ soɔ no sɛ yɛde yɛn ho ɛto Yesu Kristo so sɛ yɛ trust God. So wobutu trust in money a sidi yɛka no sika no bɛtumi sika money hold risks uncertainty biribiara bɛtumi asi bɛtumi alusu sika no nyinaa nti me conclude sɛ a true credibility lies in God's provision rather than in the feeling in the fleeting security of money. Nti yɛyɛ akwanfoɔ yi yɛyɛ kristofoɔ yi no yɛawareɛ mu sikasɛm no nyinaa no ɛnni kwan sɛ ɛno ɛyɛ adeɛ a yɛde yɛde to soɔ. Yɛn foundation of our relationship sɛ trust bɛbɛm sɛ ɔbaa bɛdi nokorɛ sɛ bɛrima bɛdi nokorɛ wɔ awareɛ mu no ne nyinaa gyina didi a yɛwɔ yɛn Nyame Jesus Christ anaa Yesu Kristo mu, which is the most important thing. Ɔno ara na sika ne dwetɛ nyinaa ɛyɛ ne dea na Nyame ɛna ɔma. Ebi also another important aspect ɛyɛ sɛ the love of money. Sɛ wonya ɔbaa ne okunu a ɔmo dɔ sika paa sɛ ɔmo nyinaa adwene wɔ sika so obiara pɛ sika na ɔmo adwene ɛdɔ sika a Bible no mɛte aseɛ 1 Timothy 6:10. Also, for the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. So people eager for money have wandered from the faith and pierced themselves with many griefs. Nti awarefo mu nsɛm no so no sɛ awareɛ no bibia kɔyɛ sika inse sɛ ebenye ɔdɔ ama yɛ ho ɔbaa ne okunu no ne nyinaa yɛadwene kɔyɛ sɛ yɛdɔ sika paa obiara no ho yɛadwene mu deɛ yɛyere ho yɛ adwuma no nyɛ sika a ɔdɔ no bɛba awareɛ no mu a ɛbɛwie asɛ no ɛbɛtumi alidi yɛn to different priorities a ɛbɛtwe afiri awareɛ no ho. Mo kae a yɛdiscuss mmarima ne mmaa the way ɔmo ho sika no because of this money ɛma freedom and independence ne ti no you can say sometimes it lead to some unethical behaviors both partners inside. Sikaba man semua and man semua yitimi ye niema any kwansen ka warefo yeah. Nti sika ye de betimi ama relationship agina nanso se do sika bebre na sin nyame a betimi de yesi baby a enye. Nti me conclude say the credibility of money is questioned when it becomes an idol. Say, ye pursue sika say ye bit media twetwa your expenses and in your make catch ho hia. Na baby ase no kra no. E twe free nyame a yesom no ho a etimi de nsem bebreba. Aware bebre a ye ho se mu nsem eye sikasem a aware no ehihima enya nyina no. Efa ba bi na ye sikasem ni nyina ye se odo e wo se ewo oba no okunu ntem no do no move from saa level no e de ko sika so oba episka be me episka ba kunya sika ni bi sen ba ko a e de asemba de wo anya bi on se kan se ba kunya bi sen obi a etimi ma ba kunya be vulnerable ena de obenya bebre no so bo nso na afi no obostu o de tu no ho no de control aware no. Nti the love of money no se lead but too much in the marriage say relationship no. See the can yedi ka kai no. Or say my adwin wo Yesu Kristo the foundation no. Ono na obebo ama aware ne relationship ne credibility na ba. Esen say yedi ani to sika so say sika betimi ama enya credibility wo aware mu ana relationship no. Ebio proper use of wealth. Say sikaba ensem a ekwan be so ne yefa use no. Proverbs 3:9 and 9 to 10. Honor the Lord with your wealth, with the first fruit of all your crops. Then your barns will be filled to overflowing, and your vast will brim over with new wine. Say sika ewa aware mu no yɛte aseɛ paa yie sɛ deɛ yɛ nyame dia yɛde bɛma nyame ɛyɛ adeɛ a awareɛ no ebitumi agyina paa yie. Titiriw yɛde wi a yɛdi ɛho ni wɔ yɛn tithe a ɛne yɛn offering a ɛwɔ sɛ deɛ ɛyɛ nyame deɛ ɛwɔ sɛ yɛde ma nyame no. Ɛnom ɛma yɛte aseɛ sɛ awarefoɔ no mote saa nneɛma no ase yie. Nti ɔbaa ne okunu biara no moyɛ mo plan, moyɛ mo budget a ɛwɔ sɛ mo keep one account ɛwɔ sɛ mo kae mo ho sɛ sika ba mo nsɛm a mobɛtua mo tithe ɛne mo offering. Sɛ mo keep individual account a ɛno so ne o partner ni ho nkɔmmɔ. Sometimes I refill hɔ na wabusa no sɛ oh this month wotumi wode o tithe kɔɔ anaa wotumi de offering kɔɔ anaa ebi ana asɔre mu na mo pledge sɛ mo pɛ sɛ mo support to church no in a certain way ɛwɔ biribi mu monkae mo ho. Because nyame sɛ asɛ sɛ ɔhyira baako a because of say mo ayɛ faithful now return no tithe ɛne offering no ɛnka ɔbaa no nko anaa bɛrima no nko a ne nyinaa bɛba ama abusua no nyinaa atumi atu mpɔn paa yie. Na ɛno na ensure the highest form of credibility in the marriage. Nti me conclude sɛ me ka ne sɛ when it comes to proper use of wealth this includes being generous, supporting those in need, and investing in what is good and righteous. Say nyame to mo nsɛm awarefoɔ na sika no bɛ mu a mutumi yɛ adɔyɛ a mɛka ho yɛ plan adɔyɛ a ɔkyɛ sɛ mu babusua no bi no nyinaa gye ato mu sɛ nhyehyɛ a ɛyɛ ni adɔyɛ wei ne ɛpɛ sɛ yɛyɛ wɔn a wɔhia bie ɔmo a wɔyɛ needy ɛno nso plan mo plan na mo support sɛ moyɛ investment a monyɛ investment a ɛyɛ good a ɛde nkwagye bɛba nyɛ investment nyinaa na lead to righteous life. There are so many investment avenues, platforms, companies, institutions ɛwɔ hɔ a yɛbɛtumi de sika akɔhyɛ mu sɛ yɛ investe. But also busa ho sɛ saa investment now baabi a wode sika ɛkɔhyɛ no that ɛne wo faith ɛne wo belief ɛkɔ ana awarefoɔ you must plan, you must have that in mind. Sɛ womfa wo sika nkɔhyɛ baabi ɛnkɔ investe ɛwɔ baabi a wɔadwene sɛ it goes against your personal belief, your religious belief. No yɛ adeɛ ɛho hia paa yie. Nti money gains credibility when it is used in align with the God's principles. Nti ɔbaa ne okunu mmerɛ a sika bɛtumi again credibility ɛbɛboa ma relationship na aware no gyina paa no ɛne sɛ yɛuse sika no wɔ baabi a ɛne nyame principles ɛkɔ. Nti ebia na wonim sɛ company bi yɛ produce nsa a ɛne wo believe nkɔ wate sɛ o kudu sika kɔhyɛ mu abɛnya returns sɛ ne wo believe ne wo nyame som nyɛ a ɛnkɔ a yɛ advice sɛ ni kwan sɛ abusua no mode mu sika ɛkɔhyɛ mu. One other principle on the investment side no so ne sɛ ɛyɛ no mpɛmpii no yɛ mu bebree tietie nkyɛnkyɛn. Oh mekae mesua no me maame pram bae no ne asɔre wei ne obi ade ne sika akɔhyɛ mu. Ebi mo de asɔre tithe no offering asɔre nyinaa na ɔmo de akɔhyɛ mu. Ebi ɛpɛ returns akɛseɛ ntɛntɛm. Nso wi aseɛ no ne nyinaa no atumi efiri hɔ no. So ɛyɛ adeɛ ɛho hia paa yie sɛ nyame to mo nsɛm na mo use sika wɔ abusua no mu a the credibility no ɛbɛba wɔ mo sika sɛm mu no ɛyɛ baabi a mode mo sika no ɛyɛ adwuma fa kɔ. Nti woyɛ kristoni ne ɛyɛ kristofoɔ yi no saa adeɛ ho hia paa ɛwɔ abusua mu. You may have to discuss ɛnyɛ biribiara ɛbɛte sɛ ɛyɛ investment ɛyɛ good biara no ɛna ɛwɔ sɛ yɛde sika kɔhyɛ mu. Ɛwɔ sɛ yɛbusa yɛn ho sɛ baabi a yɛde sika kɔhyɛ no ɛne nyame principles, God's principles ɛyɛ ɛkɔ pɛpɛɛpɛ anaa. Nti ɛno ɛyɛ adeɛ ɛho hia paa yie. Ebio, this deceitfulness of wealth. Mark 4:19, MTR says, but the worries of this life, the deceitfulness of wealth, and the desire for other things come in and choke the world, and choke the word, making it unfruitful. Nti ye mu bebree fa nyansa kwan ɛmenka nyansa kwan kwati kwan a ɛnyɛ kwan pa so try say ye be ensure ye security, ye happiness. Na yɛsua mmaa ne mmarima ho the way ɔmo sika no both security and happiness ne independence one of the year mmaa ne mmarima nyinaa ho hia the same way awareɛ mu so no ɛnura ne yɛkasa ne yɛka sɛ adeɛ ho hia awareɛ must ensure sɛ there is financial security and happiness na mmom ɛni kwan sɛ ɔbaa ne okunu ne nyinaa no ɛfa kwan bi a ɛyɛ sisi kwan so to raise money ɛba abusua nim. Yenim Ananias ne Phinehas story no. Omo ni no kre, omo shebo, and so omo ni no kre. They were trying to find ways omo this kind of besie yenim de kosi. Na se one ufa kwan bone so to tell benya sika to make sure say aware na nkofo ahu ye se o yaware bibi ekoye ya soma dwen ye wo sika ye sai ntuasemu any dey that kind of credibility na I'll say very careful because false credibility of money ebetimi ama led into anxiety na be distracting free nyame ho the true matters and yeme here say o see adwen koso no ebetimi ayi free ho sometimes kwa be affect obani okunu no their spiritual growth because they be a dream kululu a kwan shortcut niema bi anya ebetimi de anya sika ba abusuanim na eba saa woti aso dem na so be bia woni e Kenya me ho asem kura na unse kwan fa so wunya osika no enye one of the account of Bible mu no ye oba na Yesu kan ho asem se obia omodin offering ba no o se ni sika no de to ho no ma oba ni onya that credibility nipa omde omusika ba nyina na Yesu ka se ma oba kunafo no ni sika no pa na wageni ewo mo ba nyina oyi na kumam edi aba in this point asori mu betimi ayire mo se mo na mo be yiska kase ato asori abdi ama asori no nemom se ba bia mo fa sika na fi no enye kwan papa so a ye hu se nipa ni so de ye be hu se o asumasi ni obenten omo awarefo ye omo support to asori ni ye then so ba bia mo fa sika na fi no ade a o se mo dwen ho pa yi nipa ni so de ye ye hu na nyame animu de nyame enim sa ne ma ne nyina nti o se adwen ho oba ne okunu in our relationship no be bia e be fa sa sika na fi a de aba no very 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 important credibility of money no ni kwa se ye kwan bone so. The next one wealth and righteousness. Proverbs 16:8. MIT say better a little with righteousness than much gain with injustice. So every injustice a kwan bone so I mean this will lead to the credibility beba na nipa ni so de ye hu si de amdi kan no nyame ani mu de very very obvious ama ye nyina hu se nyame ani mu no kwan fa so a odinya osika no enye ade papa nti untimi ya hu se uwo sika ewo nyame mu na wo akoma mu no unimi se usisi obi unjust way na odi nya sika na de odi abehwe abusua ewo amo kase abusua de bibi ekoso credibility they use the rightful way, the just way to raise money for your family Yes, and the man side no Proverbs 31 meeti ase say oba ne ye adwumaden. And mema side no so Proverbs Timothy test yi ne meeti ase say bema also ye adwumaden. Na uye adwumaden no krumu na kwan papa so dia resist into the family, but not through an unjust mean. I lack credibility. Na saa kwan we so ama nipa bebree enya asem. O de for anibu sɛ wohu sɛ wo partner bi nam kwan bɔne so na ɔde nya sika na wanka a, da a animguaseɛ no bɛba no ɛbɛka wo ma ɛbɛtoa so a bɛsi da tenten da biara yɛbɔ din pɛ anaa obi hu wo baa na waseni a wo family member pɛ bo sɛ ne waka asom asi na ɔno na ne papa anaa ne maame ɛkɔyɛ adeɛ wei a corruption yɛde ne tu mu no nti Proverbs asɛm a wɔka no ɛyɛ adeɛ a ɛho hia pɛ yie. We must use just means to get money. Na no na bɛma yɛn credibility. Ɛno nso bɛma abusua no anya credibility in the sight of people. Ɛmfa animguaseɛ mmere abusua no. Integrity is any ethics ɛyɛ adeɛ a ɛho hia paa ɛwɔ sikasɛm mu. Nti baabi a yɛbɛgyina bi a yɛyɛ adwuma bi a adeɛ bi a yɛyɛ biara no ɔsɛ yɛ make sure sɛ yɛdi nokorɛ na yɛyi ɛyam ayɛ adwumaden yɛmfa ɛna anya sika na saa sika no yɛtue yɛde nyame de yɛde ama no na yɛyi nyame de ama no wie a deɛ aka no so no yɛafa kwan pa so a make sure sɛ yɛyi so sika no sɛ yɛfa ɛkwan a ɛnyɛ papa so ɛna ɛbɛwurɛgye sika a ɛde nsɛm bebree bɛba ebi ɛnɛ yi nhu dabi bo sɛ ne afei yɛbɔ din a ne aka asomasi munyaa no etimi akɔ affect oma daakye oma wari mu omu school kombeko even the nipa omu ne ombetene nyina na ade anka na onim sɛ ode pɛ credibility ama abusua no ne nam so ene ɛwanfa kwa papa ɛmpesika ntino na wontino na affect wabusua no wasefo nyina nti this angle point which is wealth and righteousness no very 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 important sebe kwan fa so apesika no also ye kwan papa so and corruption ne nneɛma ya tin saa nneɛma no nyinaa ho asɛm wontumi ka sɛ ni ya kristofo mu kristofo nyinaa mu emu ɛwɔ hɔ adeɛ bi a woyɛ bia na ɛwɔ sɛ etimi edi no ɛso ɛnokwae because ɛyɛ adeɛ a ebetimi ada yɛ nim a yɛmpɛ ho a wantiesi wɔntu ho na mo a ɛbɛ affect you ɛne wo family ni nyinaa anka na wadwe mu deɛ wonim sɛ wo pɛ sika na wonya sika ɛbɛma abusuafoɔ obi agye watum my credible nanso ne yɛnya ho pɛ sɛ baabi a kwan afa so a wonya wo sika no ɛnyɛ papa a afei saa credibility a na wogye sɛ sika de bɛba abusua no mu no ɛno nso ebetumi afiri nti bio me sisi bio aware mu sɛ ohu sɛ o partner ukunu anaa wo yere ɔmfa kwan papa so na ɔde nya sika a ɔsɔ ɔne ne di ho nkɔmmɔ na ɔma ne te aseɛ sɛ nimguaseɛ ba bi bɛka wo nti wonyae ɛyɛ ade a bɛboa abusua no nyinaa mɛka nyame mu credibility which is say yɛn sure say yɛn family ɛne saa nneɛma bɛkɔ so yie ɛwɔ nyame mu no because you recognize say sika ne nneɛma nyinaa afiri nyame hɔ no the other form of credibility a mebɛka ho asɛm bi ɛyɛ deɛ yɛn ankasa yɛ daada asetena mu credibility yɛwɔ ɔman foforɔ so a yɛtie wɔ ha especially mechianafoɔ ɛwɔ US idea. And one of the family challenges and answer yɛnyinaa yɛface ɛyɛ sɛ yɛte credit ase US ano ne Europe ne nkuro bebree wɔ amanene no I mean sɛ wonni good credit score wonni ɛkwan a wobɛfa so a wowɔ saa wobɛtumi ayɛ wo nneɛma yie na yɛagye atom sɛ woyɛ obi a wobɔ bosua a wotumi tua na atua no nokuri mu a ebetumi affect wo paa yie nti credibility ho asɛm a yɛrekan no also leads us to how a ɛwɔ sɛ yɛ generate and credit score ɛyɛ adeɛ ho hia paa sɛ nka ebetumi na yɛwɔ sika na da biara sika no wɔ hɔ a ɛna yɛmmɔ bosua deɛ a any wokotoa now do sika na wa to no atua ka now call you debit card. That one you don't take credit. But minimum mu bebree ye wo platform so ye tie nyina mu bebree na no ye issue credit card ne man the survive the train hu kakra nti me pese emre kakra o manimi we ka credit no ho asem kakra na afi wi a questions ne mo bi ebeba no na ba na etimi discuss money and credibility once my year kan yi nti credit no say wo bobusia ewo bi ho wo borrow from someone relationship nti ya ha no US and him say a lot of companies operate this credit card system you move be na it will be chidi amaka no senka wo sika dia ka obetimi akasa wo hia sa credit no then so a higher way there so wo sika kra no you need to maintain a credit score. Sene be ya ebeboa amiehu se uyo obi a udi uhuni na obobusia anase usikasem utimi tutu usikasem eye. One of the reasons credit no ehu hia pa no nti obi o han ko binya kra nko oni kwa so onye na nyo so budget credit card, but you need the score, the credit score no, to make sure say it shows say you a reputable person udi uhuni na show score credit score no was right. Also who say you be a utumi tutu sikasem yi. Enema na here pa say score no, credit score no, a range between 300 and 850 points. Now if we somewhere 670 couple 800 850 no na there who here pa yi from 870 no to 719 you good. 720 to 850 no excellent. These two obia no your advice say making sure say o credit score no be do that level. Now credit score be do that level factors are ebema credit score no do hon o payment history, amount I borrow, number of bia or credit card be me na for out of it, you saying that we use in a month, and sometimes US are the credit calculation, almost calculating on the 21st of every month. And we'll balance a deal, you make sure say by that time, now what you are. Also, one important in the calculation is the length of credit history. And you took for say would from the age of 21 years, also started per credit card, now build a credit score. The longer our hold credit or credit card and our credit system, and no Emma score no a cost repair. And a credit mix, say bia wabobusia or mortgage awutia, or car loan be awutia, or we tiny money mano, nina count a factors are more put it as a metrics, it put it together, and it generate your credit score. And to say, credit card now in your report in Libya, who say, I know almost 35%. And must say, if you're able to pay off your past credit on time, 35%. And how much are we using in terms of credit? When they say, credit card bear me and son, I do total credit I only need be $5,000. And you can say $5,000, we use up to 30%. And the 30%, and also in the calculation, 30%. So bro, so equal 30% now they see you as a we will be a you lie too much on credit. How long Uber hold you as your credit history, 15%. Or credit mix 10%. And I say what be a multiple credit accounts, so 10%. Inti about this 100%, and also na computation, it determine will be our credit score. See, I'm a kind Ni nyinaa no ɛwɔ sɛ yɛdi ɛho ni. Nti one of the most important thing here pa ne sɛ amount a wɔyi so biara no make sure say by 21st of the previous month no the amount which is due for payment no one make sure say which ya o statement na ya bo hu say almost statement balance and amount which is due in say o ensure credibility need to know amount which is due no na o say which ya so credits very important because I know consumer credits CDA can a boa e wo niema bebre mu a boa multi a plan or life and abusua no mo betimi anya credit card ba ko a mo oba ne okunu nyina no ne na mo use a you must have to plan now mo make sure say mo sika de bi eda ho a mo de betimi atwia amount which is due no ya de ho hia pay so credit importance no so person ko to bibi baby a you notice how corner open membership card in this animal they try to ask for your credit score almost will last 4 digits no normal run no credit no ahwe who say okra na your to ade na your emre se fatwi a obetimi atwa no cream one credit who here pa ne say US ane de boama businesses etimi ekoso ye obia most of the companies in any institution malls no eton money money be bring on credit into Utah then the credit company will pay them and you take your time and pay within that specified period or credit card so you sha buy so bobusia no on credit ni nyina ya dia development to help the community ni nyina say aban bia so bobusia aban no so to say ya to say busia to say family at the time you due also with you you must pay your loans when they are due. Indeed, idea who you pay. So so ensure credibility. Obobusia, who use credit card now, you must pay when it is due for you to pay. One more credit no, and yema 5 be no mujina so almost share credit no. They did kind say almost share yeah individuals and our family and our corporate credit card no. Almost share in character in subai. No, almost you see in credit history. Any reputation, any they check into say o credit history nya it says our reputation only credible. And in America say be a from 21 years econo. Now what shall say I use credit card no because now what me stay on when your longer history now we are on timer or score on the cost row until now amount that kind of reputation until obi amount luna idea utimi ejina so edema. Ebi also almost check your capacity to pay. That is your ability to pay back the loan. Nti bebree na no mu say o fill o form na credit card ni details no busa o say oh yeah adwuma what's your monthly range of your monthly income. Ni nyina no mo dey check your ability to pay. I notice even in US ano say omo range no be our annual income near about 100,000 krona. Most of the credits, almost start to be about $1,500 normally the amount because they check say the amount of credit card now you'll be in the capacity to pay. Until say, oh yeah, you must say you on rely on credit card not too much. It be also much check collateral assets that can support the loan. And there are some credit cards be they require you to put a cash down, cash back, cash deposit. Our account bim send a BB see now they can rely on it. Those cars are almost that facility or cash say all the asset better one and on yana almost annual percentage interest almost charging yana or form. And these are some of the things that work credit card system so until go card biya one ne sheshe bi ho almost out about the collateral no the almost out collateral no on my credit kase on my ketua bi se ne be ya no on expose so when you are always exposing the losses to that kind of higher risk. It also say capital almost show asset be a only as a customer. Say almost Joe on say Ophelia, your Joe address no money sign money man no more bisa question be do you own the owner or rent it? So these are some of the questions almost determine say whether you own an asset. Nti who say only mortgage, you only asset ni sa ma it also open the chance. Say okay, nipa no asset bi honti. Say basi on twa na bibi o ha debi you betim ye de kokota na ye betim agina so. Nti these are some of the factors. The last one omo check here economic conditions what mining. To say I who say interest rate drop for US now. We may start to see say companies in be start to contacting and say Magiska. Because that is how it works. Interest rate cost they try to shy away from giving credits because they know say people cannot pay. And these are the major 5 credit assessment credit cards no system no check nti wohwe mu pa na character suban reputation history and a capacity to pay ade ehia mo pa ebi also no check say wo collateral na asset bi oba and san no mu bi o hwe say na ewo mu no what is the economic condition ewo mu say employment, are people being employed, is unemployment reduced, is inflation going down, is the Federal Reserve reducing interest rates. And signing money echo former, you see, said they'll be calling people to come for more money. More Martina Krum Hatchenedy, more who said from in the year 2000 and now interest rate was 0, no. And that was when they were giving a lot of money for people to be able to buy houses on credit. So these are some of the factors. It is when economic conditions are good, you will see say companies give out a lot of credit. And on the bar, you must have to be careful. Say those say this secretary ta on interest koje. That economic condition ebe say no. You may force to be paid. Into what happened in the year 2007, 2009 crashes no. This was one of the issues. From 2009, interest rate was 0. USR. Until near year say 2007, no, people were not able to pay their mortgages and stuff. And then the day, and same we are seeing now. But these are the major 5 factors. You need extra to determine the credibility when it comes to credit score. A crime should now be used to credit card or credits wisely. The kind make a in a family system to ensure your family credibility. At least you need an emergency fund. Emergency fund should cover your living expenses between 3 to 6 months. I know you're different from credit card or no. No. To ensure more musika same credibility, no. Or some more emergency fund be your baby. Now some emergency fund should be able to take care of more living expenses, say be more rent, utility, basic needs now. Also at least to cover up be 3 to 6 months. Baby. Into that you be you the man or you best say now pay for front. At least you can live normal. I am for financial stress. Be a mom so Emma our enemies and some and Yama be brilliant baby. Into we everything support to Abusian. You can also seek professional advice. I think Senra a question be by Sama me and say so we need credits no and nim DBana. You can seek professional advice for guidance. Idea boy. So but you should credit wisely, you know. Abusiano family, you know, you must plan and know idea you need and idea you want. You can need that idea. Uhia wo so mo nya na mo anya mubewu aduane muhia aduane muhia baby am betina utilities and it's basic idea you need just say enu de so munya na mu abusiano mu income mu no musika se mu no for money credibility no also most more planning somebody spending 50% musika se mu so maka musika abo mu no must go towards needs and at 30% must go towards your want. you can't want idea bi anka you can do without it. On send round the kasa na me can be say sometimes you be sure some planning say Mubinya we be most mobile spend it to bring some kind of intimacy be in the family, intimate creative social outing and programs, mobile gifting in this animal man. That must come within your 30%, you know. I very sure that credibility, you know. And then the last 20%, you know, out of the 20%, you know, and no savings. So savings, you know, the first part of the savings is the Nyamiaka Hwas and the 10%, you know, your tight, you know. And it be an additional 5% be or something towards your offering. And then the other 10 or 5% left will now go into your savings. But ebusua bi wɔ hɔ a wobɛtumi aplan in such a way say you may reduce, you may instead of 50, 30, 20 euro, you may have also maybe 40, 20, 10 tithes, and the rest going to 10 in investment, 10 into savings. Nti ebusua biara bɛtumi anya ne metrics ne nyinaa gyina kwan a partners no ɔbaa ne okunu no moatena ase nkɔmmɔ a modie afa mo ho na ɛno na ɛbɛyɛ ensure sɛ mo credit card, mo credibility, no, and say needs and wants budgeting. Idea here, pa. Yedi kaka oba sika bema sika awari mu sika ni nyina no. And right, come on, this is say I was say mutually, no. Mudi musika sem hon komo. Nti mudi komo na it must be around this angle. Saying a year spending on our needs, saying a year spending on our wants, saying a year tight, saying a year savings ni investment. Saying that obiade to no ho. These are some of the year obani ukumudi hon koma ebeboa na moye say bibi say a de anigye ebeba awari ni mu ebema asumdwe abafie. So I've also come back again. Financial planning is very, very important. In the dynamic can say also obani ukunu in the relationship we must talk. More planning strategies are more debate more obligations. Na mo set goals ema mo ho abusumi we DNA be short term goals, long term goals, DNA ye dache be a next 6 months DNA be a next 6 months be kwa akosra bi o baby be cost say be a be program be see ne be cost ye wedding bi won yanim sorry project be this is so you need all those goals in your financial planning into your financial plan na be boa towards your budget, you know, 50-30 rule, no. I bet me a guide you can this 50-30 rule can, as I said, you're rigid. Men are may presenting this, but at least there must be a standard be a family no follow say we cut towards needs, we cut towards wants, we cut towards savings. Savings, no, a cut savings. I will saving in God, which is your tithes and returns, and savings also for your with savings and investment towards more future needs, any emergency fund. Benefit being a one who say, oh, good credit, credits, any it's an answer rate, so only creditor. And the kind of so credit score no it was right. Most of the times no interest unya loan say be our mortgage no or copy mortgage or cut down and I say even sometimes your insurance premium ni no to me eba form. Credit limit. So credit score it was right. Credit limit no me increase. So what is due now? Our credit card no so. So that ko show credit limit no say company no more increase. Almost because someone say we didn't credit, we are credible, we didn't credit. Same month. Tribunal say more increase credit limit no. The more our credit limit no increase, you know. Now it reduce your usage percentage, you know. Usage percentage is so 30%. And also reduce you enough your credit score no. Now and also cost for NT and not tied together. So credit score is very good at it me boa say process loan be our process and also be our process or credit card there sometimes it me boa no a content. But main kind of say so what good credit score no say bank and also company no be approval loan, but a boa process no who say oh we are credible, we are reputable person, uji boa bobusia na we bisika uchia. Sometimes so credit score no was right. Utimi boa ma utimi negotiate unya negotiation power. Until koto property or koto bibia because of say bia or higher credit score. No utimi can say oh who you be ubetria until say rate no more the amount was right. You can negotiate and let it come down. My account mortgages are same housing. You USA there, you know, say American dream no. Now credit score no very good at a boa interest rate but for me, it is all plan is over 2 fee and I say over a year. You have to start working towards your credit score. And family, and I'm say US and will be a dream this year being able to fee into family must have a strategy. Mummy and Nunina, no, say more bear come see can album the Diakoto fee na. Mummy and Nunina, more credit score on the cost because a be mom interest and mobile tree and you be charging on interest no be form more repayment no so ebe form enti credit score no ho e ade a hia pa yima abusua no there are some employers so ho no mu a omo person hu say omo workers no omo financial situation at the same enti bi mo ho so a o kopɛ adwuma no omo afile o social security no ne ma sometimes they run to check your credit background. So omo say o credit score no e wo form a omo say o usika sem nye papa nti position bi ho ne ne bi ho a omo o qualify kra na they may find a way so omo nya opportunity bi a omo found say our position because they see say so credit score no form a your risks of say baby bi a edisika sem ne ma born be ba no ebe dos ntino they find a way to check the anti credit score no credit card this animal no these are some of the 6 reasons also you might any and I have been cost per year. Into quite best never fire build a good credit card and I been a good credit score. It kind of or credit card I'll be choosing also choose the right one. And yet a credit card biana will be a bit me. Some credit cards a high end omo music di omo BB omo mututu kwan because charges in money maybe also into also who choose credit card wo within your level until you read about companies no crown no come website almost several card be on a purpose until also who botaye when you saw they call it credit card now we choose the right one so who could choose the wrong one it may also have an impact on your credit score. See the American who use credit card now. A year where you should make sure say what is due, or by 21st, which you are regularly, not a free hole. Say bet me cry na sikan way you pay your balance in full. Which you are balance in full, reduce your credit usage, and this my credit score a cost from. They be also you bet me a start small, and you say any money kakra nti ubit me per credit card be a 500 200 now you kakra to build a credit score. You don't go for higher credit so cool per se me per be on credit card 2000 never bra I feel na wash as and I also try to avoid maxing out which is say usage a man bro more than 30% of your entire credit nti credit percentage usage a idea here per year nti total credit cards are winning and limit on the amount. Financial limit in be $1,000. Making sure say monthly best not only more than 30%. That ratio is very, very important. Below 30% is a favorable ratio. Anytime we usage below 30% in the piano, it will have a major impact on your credit score. And usage in idea the trick and they say so credit limit increase here. A bit me aboa ama o credit score no improve anything that they be an also uchia o credit sika amount was balance was uchia. If the credit people see that you are able to pay off your credit balance on timer wa no koya application on their own will increase your limit. And if you increase your limit then it's bonus of credit score no cost. So these are some of the techniques it may improve your credit score. Mekasa alpha common myth be a credit system no ho. Yeah, na bi mo ya adwene say closing credit cards improve your credit score. There be yes sir. So close your credit card improve your credit score that. Checking your credit hurts your score. Say on say be or there be I will check you say credit near say there be and so yes IMF and no credit. Also check it regularly to see say we got the right score. Ebi mo so ho a amadwene mo say all debt is bad debt. You know, when you credit card. Yeah, kasa wo high in America high there. You need to see the match. You need the credit score, and it's not just only for say mobile, so who use credit, but it's for other things. It's to ensure your reputation within the society and semu security in this animal medical account. And some people also believe say high income equals good credit, and it's no credit. You will be at the income was ropa and so say when you credit balance in when is due to your credit score. Into me more you say or higher income no ebe more credit score akosoro. Another myth is say better jobs gives better score and it's no credit. With me a janitor with a maybe a bit me no. You can get a credit card and improve your score. They beat me up, what me also if you can crap so to my rate and about form. More my I'm able to say yeah credit card. So bet me now wait me because I won't pay the you can decide to go without a credit card, but it also have an impact. Oko to BBR, definitely people want to check on or score near saying. Inti un you sukrana per kakrebi, it be amount no $100 be no use credit card, no what you. In that case, you keep yourself in the system and your score will improve. Inti a kwa betimi dey apply credit card no, see them kind no be check your credit score on the report no. Uber check a lot of credit card systems. What USR, you can even ask your friend, someone who uses it to find out from people. They can give you that kind of advice. And it's and I won't issue also read the credit card no information requirements in your now here. Sometimes trick no already I'm trying to be in kitten be yan to boss not what to boss no kind because there are some clauses be more. So one here you can write to them and ask, or you can also seek professional advice. Maybe also cars in be hard, they will ask you to say almost check your background to look for pre-approved. Pre-approved, no, so more yeah. They go back and check the 5 C's now, we can't want them no. So who say all lucky be more, especially or character, any your ability to pay in your money, once you you deny no. You didn't almost deny on the credit card now. That is because so 5 C's now we can't want them no. Maybe I will lucky. These are name I also you're showing year. And then you submit your credit card application, and then almost checking it yeah, but just remember, use your credit card responsibly. You say card number on seminar now, what the year the open. Need part of budgeting and planning. You just use it at the right time when you need to use it. Credit card will be also a BMO cards maybe comes with reward and a lot of options. Look out for those cards. You bet me a card be hard to tell ya. I want to me cash back in the account. Your card be purposely for traveling. Into no so much mileage. When your mileage na to mean free ticket. Into the mechanic. Oh, credit card now. You must know your reason for going for the card. Card be a need a into any na there pay. There's also card for medical HS card, health card, credit card. Needs and money now. So card be also a mark cashback into which is important. Into yeah, find out say card we could join here, me J card here, make me a cashback elsewhere. Card be also purposely for business. Into your mom run your business, you know. Make sure say you go for a business credit card and don't use your personal credit card for your business credit card. You need to separate them, especially for tax purposes. No, then it becomes very easy for you to file your tax and do your accounts. So you don't put a busiano, don't depend on one card. Or business, or you hold your business credit card and your personal credit card. Your business score will be recorded differently, and your personal credit score will be recorded differently. Until we are there, also you pay attention. We a student, there are some cards also for students. Until no requirement in this animal name different from say will be or your worker on also the card, and then the requirement very different. Some card be branded cards, high-end people in the use. Some cards comes with secure credit cards. And Obeka Joseph is kato. Who use the obe use na odi etri anti the American ho asem which is the collateral check collateral no. That is what it means. Anti mostly omo ye beginners no. Maybe afraid no waba system no. Before they give you the credit card, they may ask you to put maybe $2,000 down to enjoy 1,005 credits. Until within 6 months no, before they can say so, okay, you have my card no without any form of security. Until you know see idea we must have this idea. And the card can be also at stores and they my Walmart and you can use them to just know the purpose here card and then use the right card for the right activity and as a business and these are some of the examples of the cards now. The students card mostly discover very easy to get, a travel card, and then also business unlimited card. These are some of the examples business card rate in different from when it's a personal or an individual card. With the man na emre there ni your 30 minutes na so be what question na emwo bi a ye kan ho asem ye no ebetimi aka ho asem ne. Okay, and that's a party moderator.
Hello. Dog.
Okay.
Mitimi kasa.
What try?
Yeah, me o question me no be di kan no. Na o ka bibi say e was say at least yetimi nya sika bi to for emergency be 5 months and 6 months. Be masem bisa ne say ebi so awo de ka bi 10% and 15% eguso. Next thing na also keep sika no na wutua be no kakra na sesen. Me question edi kan no. Ana wabi a ye check your credit score companies no. Ade na ya na bi figures ye differ. Ebi check ya wo 700, ebi ho be check na wo 600. Eno no ade internet mi basa.
Okay, that's it. Your first question on say emergency fund. You see, emergency fund, the emergency fund. And no dear, and found on a car, nebusian be a what bar with your baby. I was say when emergency fund. Oh dear, fund say BB a emergency in emergency. BB to me see a Juma warrior crown, men most common am the example. Juma yes, Casa do bit make sure loans ness animal name. But Nyamian for BB some man ulusu a Jumana. Dear now obey within Emra Walusu Jumano. Also, when you be a bit me would be the be show. As you say, uncle stress idea, this animal name within that be a first 3 to 6 months. Inti emergency fund no dear, see the canon. You only have to plan to say, Unimu say, Wabusiano, more monthly expenses, living expenses, you need, it be a $2,500. You need roughly 6 months of that, which is 2,005 times 6. When you're crowned in your 3 months. No. Factor to savings account, baby. Eto hono. Inti anu nyanya to ho a afedi aka ni na anu timi di tua loan because emergency fund there until say emergency bi beba obe use eso betie no. Na afedi na di bi akoso so. Na afedi watimi wa make sure say sa sika ne de bia eda ho ye wa continue ya ye wa ha there. Especially one of the emergency where we meet Missy Fee. Now say would be coffee and I say one casa also coffee. Inti no na be rely on swa any money ya no be timiti emu be na be basa bon say your credit card and honest animal rely on it near the akoto ticket ne say near the co. But senka emergency fund no ho and no na be rely unko destroy your credit score. Be a unko fee mra be 2 months na so active. And the next question no you say other than companies me sana omo run credit score no omo different results. And companies me sending nyina no see their percentage na make kan no. Obia wo ne metrics okay. Inti mostly no say obi run no credit score of a company me sending nyina the area no I find average. Into average, and ya de be gina how ma so total credit score. If I say ko to fie na mortgage for no check your credit score. Na on for company me sending nyina there. Omo we are normal find average. Omo be add me and no divide by 3. And no normally be gina how much o credit score ni. Nti obo se be ade ba kwa ma kese pa because your market ni bia no maybe I make us 35, maybe 30, no maybe no ma maybe 20 on repayment of your loan. By the back, your how well you pay your credit, maybe no back 50. Inti percentages no companies name and sanity there no and yepe inti no na timidi sa and sisa no eba. Me ba to ya say.
Aye.
Okay, and that's it.
Yo, me pacho of France was sembisa obetimi ni aba. Officer that's it.
So obi ani what they meet me be say ku bio.
What try other?
Okay. Ba kun so mate say bi a with the hospital ka bill. No more refer ma correction agent fo bi. On be how adwene sa mate say sometime check akra wutimi frɛ wo mo na woni wo mo negotiate ne bi o mo tisika no so na wutimi tua wie. Na no wobetimi ama ye plan say ba se ye frɛ wo mo asɛ ne no on be ka wobetimi ate ase ate so ama ye ana say no no ye met. Enya asɛm ye no korɛ.
Also me mommy points no make bibi fa say so credit score on you very good at you are able to also negotiate. Inti ni nyina your credit score ability no. Your hospital bill na won't mean no. Maybe bill no was ropa into na won't mean but and yes say if you work, you have an income. Your credit score no above 670, which is good. Good. But because a bill no was need, you struggle to pay. That is where you go in and you use your credit score to do the negotiation. In negotiation, the hospital may ask you, maybe, what payment plan can you put forward? Then what is our payment plan? Some hospitals, on their own, they have like 6 months payment plan credit a while, but yeah. Until sure now, when you say 6 months, no to mean almost hospitals form no more card be man who you see apana bibia you just write you want an extension of time and someone will call you and before so no be that negotiation or be run no credit score not check it. Its credit score no will be on the first point e be me say oh okay even though you cannot pay the bill and already no be our credit score no good good. But because we may bill we are benting a then you can negotiate on that. As to say, it's a government program be or and I've been funding from there. Yeah, I think say that one. And also be to me. I go through a government program, and yes, sir. Hospitals now in also have their own kind of support. Sometimes you can also appeal to the hospital. Most of the hospitals also funding and in the money or they use to support the needy. And they say, one Musa, you may have to ask. And then when you ask before, they will tell you, so this is the form, this is what you can do. And these are some of the, there are some hospitals where some government programs, depending on the size of your family, you also qualify for some grants on the government, from the government. Into Oju hospital, you may have to check say ASR program and based on the program no you can form no affiliate your households any annual income can also give you some exemptions reduction in your bill payment. So these are some of the options that you bet to me boy.
Okay.
Oh, Matumakasa.
Pacho of Pacho.
Yeah, with regards to the hospital bill, no, more friend, no, they don't even need to check your credit card or ask you how much you can pay per monthly. It is called a helpline, so the help account. Oh, friend, the bill, no, you call them, or how much you can pay monthly. No, I can. Then through that, no, mama, created a help account. Who created a health account now monthly, no? Then you can be paying. Sometimes it take you 3 years. For mine, it took us about 3.5 years, and sana. It me away the first one we were.
Pacho bin so asembisa biom na samwa. Okay, it's yeah, very fast silence no as say ubia ati bibia ase. Ile nyankopon say Professor Eda say
Master, there's a question being in the chat.
okay.
I say from Pastor Gideon. I say first one. What do you think of credit consolidation, where another company buys your credit, and there will be middleman. There will be a middleman to pay for you to reduce your huge debt. What do you advise between going for a loan or a credit card?
What do you?
Which is best? What do you advise between going for a loan or a credit card? Which is best? Okay, let me start the last one. Loan and credit card need a form of credit, but the purpose no very important. I know sir loan no long term. So loan you may have a long-term plan be above 1 year. And for most of the credit card we use this to support our daily living, and the repayment is shorter within the same month. It is we need for and our purpose now they call so the support to need family needs near year, then the credit card will be best. And so credit card you use, you pay, you pay. You make sure say, as I said, you have to pay, knowing that credibility, And loan there, and maybe BB Kasebi or when so a chrome had the most one I can use an example, ASL Koto and fee, and I be our Kotok, Upeso Toka, and I be sa. These are some of the important things with me. I use with me issue loan now or the loan. My advice is say, project be a long term. We'll pay a long term also repayment loan here, and then when it comes to credit card, it's for shorter and maybe within the month, And the first one, what do you think of credit consolidation? Where's another company buy your credit, and there will be a middleman to pay for you to reduce your huge debt. So, in the same way, what credit, as you said, what they can be blown to me, and the company will, instead of you, once a credit card will require you to pay within every 21 days, also here. So company now all told or credit now or convert your short-term loan into a long-term loan. And if a repayment plan company did be on the long term, family need then you allow the company to buy it, and then the repayment, you have a long-term repayment with them. Until you are just converting your short-term loan, also which you are into a long-term one. Okay. There is a question from Kelvin. I'll say, what is raw RRA, and is it important to get it? Which is may explain in a simple way. It's your investment plan a woyɛ towards your retirement. So, nti woyɛ adwuma nko ade a most of the times no company a wɔne wɔn yɛ adwuma no will make that arrangement for you to have. There are two types. There's one ubetua unya interest beba so you pay the tax immediately. And another type traditional one you just your account will be earning interest. It could be any interest. You only pay the interest when it is at the time I say call retirement and ubetua. And these are the two types, but the rough RIA say or pension plan or retirement plan. Inti company bet me a amount. Individual also bet me meaning say in the US no per the tax laws no you have roughly you can do a rough RIA around $23,000 a year. Inti above that no tax ebebem. These are some of the a year also will be arguing. Think retirement any year you need a pension planner with me a raw RIA one advantage. Yeah, Ghana for social security assembly can apart from say social security, this one is also another investment planner with me. How can a newcomer get a credit card? It's a make us say newcomer. What about a credit card? First, try to get an address. Address is important. So ubenya ejumebia ubenya and then social security number. So address and the social security number because and only the identify when you social security number it's very difficult for you to get into the system. And when you address near, and then you may need a friend to be or no use credit card or credit card to be going to introduce you to that credit card no. And that is another option. Or best send you a link, no introduce you, no amount. A chroma credit to email code be 2 year code na. It will link say someone referred you. And they can also check on the one who is referring you, nipa no or no so score. So based on that, they can create a link for you. And yes, most of the credit card, especially local bank near here, they may ask you to put some money down. And your friend is secure credit now. You put some money down, maybe 2,000 and 1,000, then they'll give you a credit of $500. So when you use a credit, they'll go and take your 500 to pay. Then you pay back 500 into the same account. Or mobile you also have to make sure so we are credible for about 6 months before they can say okay, now you beat me on my credit without asking you to put money down. And these are some of the year newcomer now. It's a newcomer now. Either you get someone to introduce you, get a social security number, get an address, get someone to introduce you, or you go to a bank and then you use the secure way, and then I'll be to credit card maybe. Okay. I think say me explain RRA ne raw RRA
question.
Is there a difference between the RRA and the and I make us a difference difference only say RRA and no untia sika or theater ho monthly account the investment interest baswa and no straight away or interest income you must pay tax on it. Inti month biya no tax now to go. Inti file tax you get a document from your investment firm showing say tax which you have investment in and so no call retirement straight away says kana tax biya osubio you see ke honey the raw RRA in there no amount tax interest never work account no interest no now call retirement now so usikana the whole number culture say your tax into I say you are postponing your tax to the future into when I was who decided say which your tax and I say which no in future. Individual preference. There are studies that it has pros and cons. The principle is on the time value of money. And mean to me, my answer, but these are the major differences. The next question: can one borrow from your retirement plan? If yes, does it impact your credit score? I know, sir, in the US, per the laws, you can borrow up to $10,000 from your retirement account, and it's only once. If you have done the retirement plan for 5 years, there will be no tax element. But if it's less than 5 years, you will pay tax on the amount. And the tax, so if you have you need a down payment. So you can go to your retirement account for a maximum of $10,000 to go and buy the property. As to if it will affect your credit score, if you are not, so when you borrow from your credit account, you borrowed, so you have to pay. So if you are not paying, that one will also have an impact on your credit score. So these are the other options. Anything that relates to borrowing will have an impact on your credit score. So you have to pay, because if you don't pay, there will be a systemic risks. One system will be collapsing. This is also important.
Yo, Namima, Eden Yanko Ponce, Professor Edasipa,
What the question about Kuba brother?
Oh,
It may be sir.
What try?
Dog, me pacho, and you might be a yeah, 1 month a task near the Rose Ganama, and when I come back now, Befasua, and I befaso a bit me a theaters, I a faritasia, ye mocha. Form Ben SCG and I send a go around about it.
Why you Juma? You chiaoka, you until tax, Yamao, withholding tax form,
YouTube.
W2, Yamao W2. Into one, I'll say, Oko declare na Uchia tax. There's a form there by me, me check here, make me check here all the channel amount feedback, Now our coffee, so be or has no be anymore, bet me aboying with there, But I know, say, in the US, so you're a US citizen, income be a would generate no. You must pay tax on it. And they say, until withholding that, won't also declare now kuchia. There's another form over feeling. But to you be a crata seminal any idea now ni a year. For just say at here, and no dear question we account,
That's it.
Yo, Professor Edasi. You did say the best ha and Bibia was and beside us concern comments be an or change private matter was we breno I break aka as member akope and unti ebema enipa mienu abompaya my the edikano when you mean I'm Professor Swatchre unti mema ba kon abompaye amaye se the modern bi a ebebo wo mu awe credit card ho na se de tie bia no erade mu aye na yemfa ensem no enya adwuma na yama ba kon so abompaye amaye. Don't forget but wa abompaye ahama memfa last one wa abompaye atwa to extra so no ma remfi Professor Fie sisa sabre ya erade nam na so di dwuma no erade enkoso insura no na busua. Nti the edikan na ebema sofo emos abosa empire na edikan na my the tossum we sure so Mr. Pasaka was available now we sure so my na ma fee Professor William Scape Prafi so near our platform is now.
Oma yamompaye. Otumfo Nyankopon yeda wase. Anyumre nso so adesua sonko a ode amaye. Yeda wase. Wo ahoden a wako ahwere. Yebom paye agyae yɛn nyinaa yɛn ho hyɛ Onyame wɔ nsa. Yɛsrɛ wo sɛ deɛ yɛdi mu fo biara no wobɛma yɛn ahoɔden na yɛatumi agyina yie wɔ ho. Afei nso yɛsan sesrɛ wo bio sɛ sikasɛm yɛ adeɛ a ɛna fam wɔ obi man so akwantuo mu ne abrabɔ mu. Ne titiro mpo woyɛ sukuuni koraa deɛ a na akɔyɛ biribi a ɛwɔ hɔ no, nanso Onyame a okura ama mu no, yɛnim sɛ wobɛdi nkunim ama yɛn. Yɛsrɛ wo sɛ akwankyerɛ ahodoɔ a wako a ɛrekyerɛ no, wobɛhyira wo ne ne fie bebree, na yɛn nso wɔahyira yɛn wɔ Yesu din mu. Amen.
Amen.
Agya a wɔsoro anwummerɛ bio wo mada wase sɛ wahyira yɛn. Ɔma prof abɛdi yɛn anim akyerɛkyerɛ yɛn sɛ nka yɛbɛte aseɛ ne yɛse kasam adum atɔ yie aseda nka wo din.
Amen.
Anwummerɛ ne yɛsrɛ wo ne sɛ ma yɛn wɔpɛ no yɛntimi ndi ɛmma wo. Boa yɛn yɛse kasam no yɛntimi ndi nokorɛ ɛmma wo. Afiri sɛ yɛdi nokorɛ ɛmma wo a biribiara bɛkɔ yie ama yɛn. Abra yɛdi prof nso ayɛsan ba w'anim bio sɛ agya ka no ho. As he continue to lead out throughout the week. Shira prof ne ne fie na hyira w'asafo anwummerɛ na ka yɛn ho awɔ Yesu din mu. Amen.
Amen. Yo, me macho mpanifo as I kind of say information bi wɔ hɔ.
Announcement.
Announcement.
Yeah.
That's it.